Monster level 16 upgrade. Hey guys, today is a very special day. Today, my / 2-wheel drive Monster, who has been a brushed / for about 5.5 years now, will no longer be brushed. Today, I have the Castle Creations Sidewinder SCT ESC and motor combo. This is, like I said, a Castle Creations, the step up from the SV3, a 4-pole. It comes with a motor cooling fan, an ESC cooling fan, waterproof, excluding the fans, and it comes with a 3800 kV motor. Now with this, they suggest 2S only on trucks like this. People have been known to put 3S on it. They recommend, if you do put 3S, to go with a lower rated kV motor, which I might do in the future. Just depends on how well it runs. But I am very excited to get this open, to check out the new parts. I bet you all are dying to as well. So let's move Monster out of the way and let's get this bad boy open. Alright, to open this bad boy up, first we have to open up the not saran wrap. What is it, saran wrap? I guess you could call it saran wrap. The plastic covering that goes over it, just like so. Now what we can do is we can push out one of the two, and here we have the Castle 3800 kV 4-pole motor for 10th scale RCs. Obviously 1410 series sensor this. So it's instead of just looking at the box, as you guys see, new 4-pole rotor. Let's open it up. So first off, we got this really nice foam. Not as Traxxas, but we got some hardware. And then we have the motor. Oh, it's a super duper long wires. This everything looks like it. So here we have the girl. So now, as you guys can see, we got a bunch of hardware, which I might go ahead and replace with stainless steel. Here, and here. But guys, this motor, you can't really see it, but it is really gorgeous. This motor is rated for 3S LiPo maximum, and 12 nickel metal, 3800 kV, like I said, 100,000 RPM max. That is a lot of spins. So guys, I am really excited for this. This motor looks freaking beautiful. So now I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this off to the side. I'm going to put the packaging back together. I want to keep this intact. I just want to keep it nice and even. You know, I like to keep my boxes for this kind of stuff, in case I ever need to look up something. Then we can take out the second box, and this should contain the waterproof ESC speed controller. Like it's since 1997. Anything not intended for operation while submerged. Oh, yada yada yada. Alright, so let's open this up. We got the driver's ed guide, which should include a bunch of stuff. Between just startup, we got some stickers, Castle stickers. We got a quick start guide, gearing chart, and then we have the whole guide, which I will have to read through before anything. So then what we have in here is we have the the motor cooling fan. Obviously this is not a waterproof cooling fan, so if I ever intend on going out where it's wet or cold, I'm gonna have to make sure that I don't take it out there with this on. We also have a bunch of wires down there. I'm going to pull up the stuff. We got some zip ties, which I believe are used to help hold this on, if I'm not mistaken. But we have the Sidewinder SCT. Oh, this looks freaking gorgeous. I am so freaking excited to get this installed. Now, curious, does this plug in? No. Does this plug into the ESC? Or does this plug into the... Oh, I sure do hope I have open slots for all this, because I don't think I do. I may need to get a splitter, or I could make one. I could do that too. So, alright, let me get this up, read through the guides, and then we'll move on from there. Alright, so I attached the cooling fan for the motor, and it's held on with 2 zip ties, as you guys can see. Very simple. I also attached a Traxxas connector to the end of the ESC. Remember, when you get this, it will not have a connector. You have to put it on yourself. And then I have the fan that goes on top of it that snaps on just like... Come on. Come on. You know you want to. There we go. Just like that. So now what I have is, since most of my slots are closed on Monster, I made this little jig. Basically a Y splitter. This will go into the receiver box, and this will come out the other end underneath the battery next to the ESC. That way I can take, like, the fans. Let's see here. Plug one in like that, and then plug one in like so. So now you have power to both, well, to everything. Well, now let's get this installed. Alright, to start things off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the receiver box. It's held on with 4 screws. We got 2 for the main receiver box and then 2 for the wire tie. Alright, with the receiver box opened up, we can now remove the ESC from the receiver, and that's just by pulling the plug from channel 2. Now what we can do is we can feed the link out from the receiver box, out from underneath the battery tray, so we can unplug this. Alright, with the ESC wire disconnected, what we're going to do is I'm going to unplug the motor from the ESC. And they're just 2 simple ones. Feed the wires out from the shock tower. And I can remove the 2 screws that hold the ESC on. With the 2 screws removed, the ESC comes right on up just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the new ESC. There we go. And I'm going to just set it down right there. I don't have anything to mount it, so it's just going to sit there for now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the servo wire as well as the splitter that I made. I'm going to feed both of these wires through to the receiver box. Going to plug this into channel 2 and then this into the last available channel. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to close up the receiver box, and again it's held in with the 4 screws, 2 for the main receiver box and then 2 for the wire tie. Alright, with everything put back together up here for the receiver box, it's now time to start working on the rear end for the awesome motor. Now what we're going to just do is, first off, what we're going to do is remove the 7mm nut that holds this tire on. That way it's a lot easier to get the gearbox off. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the 2 screws that hold the gearbox cover in place. With the 2 screws removed, we can just move this out of the way and pull the old gear cover off. Now what we're going to do is remove the 2 screws that hold the old motor in place. With the 2 screws removed, the motor can come right on out. If you have a large pinion on there, you may have to remove the pinion, which has 1 grub screw right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take Alright guys, now it's in time to install the new motor. As you guys can see, I did modify the cooling fan for this motor. Did some cutting away just to make this fit with the amount of clearance I had for this. I was just trying to see if I could actually do it, which I was able to. Sadly, I did end up messing up the wire while I was cutting. Accidentally cut the wire, so I just added a little bit more to replace that. But what we're going to do now is we're going to take the motor, swing it around into the inside, just like that. Now there's going to be 2 holes that we're going to line up. As soon as I can get enough space. I am really bad at putting motors in. There we go. Alright, so there's going to be 2 holes. We're going to line them up just like that, and they're going to put the 2 screws that hold them in place. Alright, next up what we're going to do is we're going to take our pinion gear and we're just going to slide it right onto the shaft of the motor. I said shaft. And once that's on, we're going to get it where the grub is facing towards the flat side. And we're going to screw it down with the 0.15 wrench. With the pinion back in place, next up what we're going to do is we're going to take the gear cover, put it into position just like so. And we're going to screw in the 2 screws that hold it in place. With the gear cover back on, I can now take the tire, slide it back onto the dry shaft, and then put in the 1 7mm nut that holds it on. Next up what we're going to do is we're going to take all of the motor wires and the fan wire, and we're going to feed them through the shock tower and plug them in. So for the motor, I'm going to feed the red one right on through and plug it in to the furthest socket, just like that. Then we're going to take the white one, feed it on through. We're going to plug it in to the middle socket, just like that. Then finally we're going to take the black one, feed it through. A lot of stuff going on right there. And put it one on the inside most. Alright, next up what we're going to do is we're going to take the fan wire, this little thing, little dongle, feed it through this entire mess. If it'll cooperate, probably won't. And I'll feed it through up. Give me a sec. Alright guys, now with everything plugged in, it's time to turn the system on. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our transmitter, hold it down just like that, and turn it on. Alright, with that, then we're going to go full reverse, and then neutral. And then it should be completely and utterly working. Awesome. Here is before. And here it is, guys. Check it out. I gotta say, that is freaking awesome. Now let's prop up the rear like I did before so you guys can see exactly the difference. Now, I can't really say I haven't noticed much of a difference. But, I mean, it's brushless. But, so, yeah. As you guys can see there, I got the fans. They're both running. You can hear them. Well, I'm not sure if you guys can hear them, but I can hear them. They're actually pretty loud. Sad thing about them is they're not waterproof. But I'm going to do some research, see if I can't find any. But, here's the... yeah. I cannot wait to get this guy on the floor. Obviously, he's going to have to wait till tomorrow because it is still night out. But guys, I am so freaking excited to take Monster out, have some fun with him. Well, actually, no, it's really, really late, so I can't do a night run yet. But guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. I sure as hell did. And I'll see y'all next time. Say bye-bye, Monster. He's happy. And that was Monsters level 16 upgrade.